anyone can hug. Not everyone can make it hit. Most people don't realize that. They think a hug is just arms around a body, a quick squeeze, a habit you repeat without thinking. And that's exactly why most hugs are forgettable. They happen, they end, and they disappear. But every once in a while, there's a hug that lands differently. One that stays in the chest. One that people think about later, even when you're not there anymore. Most people are copying what they've seen. They hug the way everyone else hugs. Fast, slightly tense, distracted. Their mind is already moving on before the contact even settles. Very few people understand what the body actually feels in a moment like that. And the body never lies. It picks up on everything: breath, tension, intention, presence. That's why two hugs can look the same from the outside but feel completely different on the inside. The difference starts before the hug even happens. Before arms move, before bodies touch. It starts with your breathing. When you slow your breath, everything else follows. Your shoulders drop, your chest softens, your nervous system settles. One calm breath in, one slow breath out. That small pause changes your entire energy. You're no longer rushing toward the moment. You're arriving in it. When you approach a hug from that place, the other person feels it instantly, even if they can't explain it. Even if they're not consciously aware of what's happening. Their body senses that you're grounded, that you're present, that you're not trying to take something from them. Most people hug from a place of need without realizing it. They squeeze too hard, they hold too long, or they rush through it because they're uncomfortable with closeness. All of that leaks through the body, and the other person feels it as pressure, or awkwardness, or something they can't quite name, but don't fully relax into. A hug that separates you from everyone else doesn't force anything. It allows. It meets the other person where they are. If their energy is soft, you stay soft. If their energy is tense, you don't match the tension, you ground it. You become the calm point they can settle into. That's what leadership in touch actually looks like. Not overpowering, not dominating, stabilizing. Calm confidence is addictive because it's rare. Most people are carrying some level of rush, anxiety, or distraction in their bodies. When someone feels calm around you, their nervous system notices the contrast. It's like stepping into a quiet room after being surrounded by noise all day. The relief is immediate. This is why slowing down matters so much. Even half a second changes the experience. When you don't rush into the hug, it feels intentional. When you don't rush out of it, it feels complete. The moment gets to land. The body gets to register safety instead of urgency. Gentle touch signals emotional maturity. It says you're comfortable with closeness. That you don't need to grip or cling to feel connected. That you trust the moment enough to let it be what it is. People relax into that without trying. Their muscles soften, their breathing syncs with yours. That's nervous system alignment, and it's far more powerful than words. There's also something important about timing. The hugs people remember usually happen at emotional peaks. After laughter, after honesty, after a shared silence. When emotions are already open, touch goes deeper. You're not creating the connection, you're sealing it. And because the body remembers emotions more than events, that hug becomes tied to how they felt in that moment. Pressure is where most people mess it up. They think more pressure equals more intimacy, but pressure does the opposite. It triggers resistance. Less pressure creates more craving. When the touch is light but grounded, the body leans in on its own. Space invites desire, calm invites closeness. And then there's the release. This part matters more than people think. Releasing first shows confidence and self-control. It keeps the hug clean. It prevents the moment from tipping into neediness or hesitation. That clean ending is what makes the hug replay later. The body remembers the calm beginning and the confident release, and it fills in the rest on its own. There are a few things that kill the magic instantly. Overholding turns comfort into pressure. Squeezing like it's a stress ball signals anxiety. Nervous energy leaks fast, shaky breathing, tense arms, distracted posture. People feel all of it, even if they can't explain why the hug fell off. The hugs that last in memory aren't dramatic. They're simple, slow arms, relaxed shoulders, open chest, calm breath, full presence. You're not thinking about how you look. You're not wondering what comes next. You're just there. This is also where attraction quietly grows. Attraction isn't about force. It's about safety. When someone feels safe in your presence, their guard drops, trust forms, and trust is what allows attraction to deepen without effort. Calm equals control. Control builds trust. Trust creates attraction. Soft energy has strong impact because it doesn't demand attention. It draws it in. It doesn't rush the moment. It anchors it. And that's why it stands out in a world full of noise and hurry. There's a certain kind of hug that makes people pause instead of pulling away. A moment of stillness where neither person is in a rush to break contact. No words, just shared calm. Those moments change dynamics. They shift how people see you. Not because you did something flashy, but because you made them feel something rare. People want to feel chosen, seen, not interchangeable. When a hug is intentional, it doesn't feel like something you give everyone. It feels personal, and that feeling sticks. The truth is, you don't need to learn a move. You don't need to memorize steps. You just need to do less. Slow down, breathe, feel the contact. Let your body lead instead of your mind. When you're present, the hug becomes present too. So next time, don't try to make it bigger. Don't try to make it stronger. Make it calmer. Make it slower. Make it intentional. Anyone can hug. Not everyone can make it hit.